Hello and welcome to today's video. We're going to look at two easily confused words. First one is apart, one word, versus apart, two separate words, and versus part on its own. So it's actually three words. So pronunciation of these is exactly the same, except that for apart, there is a pause between the two words, but their meaning is completely different. Let's look at apart, two words first, because this is probably the one that you have seen before. Apart means less than the whole of something. It's a noun. It can be a physical thing, something you can touch, or it can be something you can't touch. For example, an idea. So, for example, a part of the book was missing. The last 5 pages weren't there anymore. So that's a physical thing, a book that you can touch. Another example, a part of his idea was that when the new football ground was made, we would have a football competition every year. So this is not a physical thing. You can't touch his idea. Used in this way, the word part is used in many situations. For example, you can have a part in a drama. In the drama about the first Christmas, Sir Tutu played the part of Sir Joseph. The concert was so good, I was proud to be a part of it. The winning runner did not lead the race until the last part, so he was not at the front until very close to the end. Even if we never meet again, part of me will always love you. Another example. I need a new part for my motorbike. The old one is worn out. Okay, I'll get one from the garage in Popra. They have lots of spare parts there. Part in this example means one of the parts of the motorbike engine, and without it, the bike won't go. This example also talks about a spare part. A spare part is a backup. It's not the one you're using at the moment, it's one that you will use if the present one stops working. In the example, the garage has lots of spare parts, so you can get a new one there whether your exhaust has failed or your brake has failed. Spare part also has another meaning. If you call someone a spare part, it means they're not doing anything or not helping right now. For example, when they saw a car accident, Sir Tutu's mother ran to the place where it happened and helped the driver out of the car. His sister helped the passenger, but Sir Tutu just stood there like a spare part and did nothing. Another use of the part to make a different word is a part-time job. A part-time job is where you work shorter hours than the other workers do. This could be that you work 4 hours every day and the others work 8 hours, or it could be that you work 8 hours the same as the others, but you only work on 2 days every week. A different use of part is as a verb. You can part your hair. If you look at the picture, you make a line in your hair and you make the hair on one side of the line go one way and the hair on the other side go in a different direction. The line itself is called a parting. But to make the line with your comb is to part your hair. It can also be used as a verb, meaning to separate. So, for example, so Tutu's brothers were fighting until their father came and parted them. So he took them apart. He separated them so they weren't next to each other. She was broken-hearted when she parted from her boyfriend. In the Bible, so Moses parted the sea. The twins did everything together. Their parents could never part them, could never separate them. Now let's move on to apart, one word, and apart from. Like the verb to part, apart is about separation. It's an adverb meaning a distance away from something. It can be physical separation in different places. So, for example, when he was in Bangkok and she was in Mesot, she hated being apart from him, separated from him. So Gedewar's house and his friend's house were only 50 meters apart. They were separated by only 50 meters. Her favorite t-shirt was coming apart at the seams. The seams is where they have sewn the two pieces of material together. It's coming apart. It means the stitches are breaking. Outside his house, he had a motorbike he was slowly taking apart and mending. So he was taking parts out of the motorbike, fixing them, and putting them back. If you saw them apart, you would not know they were sisters, but side by side, it's easy to see. So if they're separated, you can't see that their faces are very much the same, but when they're side by side, you can see it. Or it can be a non-physical thing. So, for example, the two twins looked exactly the same. It was hard to tell them apart. Or at school, we were close friends, but after we graduated, we drifted apart. Now let's look at apart from. These two words used together mean except. So, for example, no one could understand what the baby was saying apart from his sister. This means exactly the same as no one could understand what the baby was saying except his sister. Apart from Solapo, who always slept in class, all the students passed the exam. So all of them except Solapo passed. Everyone in the village was poor apart from the village leader. Everyone was poor except the village leader. To fall apart. This means to stop working properly. It doesn't mean to actually break into pieces. So, for example, when the old principal was at the school, everything was fine. But after he left, everything fell apart. So it stopped working. Another example. After their best player was injured, the football team fell apart and they lost the game. And again, when Sochoda left her, she fell apart and couldn't eat or sleep for a long time. So to fall apart means to feel broken or to not work properly. It doesn't mean you literally fall apart. The football team didn't start to fall over because one of their best players was injured. Okay, now it's your turn. So you have to say whether part or apart, two words, is a verb or an adverb or a noun in the sentences. First sentence, Mesot is not part of Gothele. Is that a verb or an adverb or a noun? And the answer, it's a noun. Next one. Yangon and Mandalay are very far apart. And that one is an adverb. He used to part his hair on the left of his head, but now he parts it on the right. And the answer this time is it's a verb. I miss you whenever we're apart. That one is an adverb. I've never skipped school apart from 2 days in June when I was sick. And that one is an adverb, meaning except, apart from. A part of me died when you left me. And that one is a noun. So not all of me, only a part of me died. Zumukatu was so jealous, he wanted to be part of the hip hop dancing group. That one is also a noun. Nobody cares about ancient history apart from a few university professors. And that one is an adverb apart from meaning except. Which one means except? I am never happy when I'm apart from my family. I have many good friends on Facebook, but we live so far apart. All the students, apart from Norgay, got a snack from the teacher. And the correct answer is number 3. All the students, apart from Norgay, got a snack from the teacher. Which one means not the whole? I'm never happy when I'm apart from my family. I only completed part of my homework in time. Or he parted his hair, and on the left the hair was short, and on the right it was long. And the answer is the second one. I only completed part of my homework in time, not all of it. Okay, now next part is correct or not correct. Apart his shoes, everything he was wearing was brand new. Correct or not correct? And the answer, not correct. It should say, apart from his shoes, everything he was wearing was brand new. My ex is no longer an important part of my life. And that one is correct. I didn't want to be apart from my family anymore, so I moved back to my village. And that one is not correct. Should be apart, one word. After I left school, studying English was not an important part of my life. And that one is correct. Everyone in the class went to the waterfall for a picnic, apart from Noah Alawa, who was sick. And that one is not correct. It should be apart from, apart, one word. After he left school, he changed his hairstyle. He parted his hair in the middle. And that one is correct. Fill the gap. The class had 5 minutes to finish, Everyone was very busy except So Chi, who stood by his desk like her. And this, you need two words. And the answer is like a spare part. The drama was about a girl and boy who fell in love, but their families hated each other. So Chada played the main boy's part. And that one is not correct. Should be the main boy's part, not a part. This is the end, my friend.